Well, good afternoon. This is Sue, the Soggy Stamper. Rain or shine, it is stamping time, and it's welcome to my fabulous Friday Facebook Live. This is indeed a fabulous Friday. I have an awesome project to share with you, and between now and the end of the year, I have Fridays off. I had to take some vacation time, and works out that every Friday I get off, so it makes it really kind of special Friday. Anyway, I been working on this project all day long because I had made it several years ago and had to refresh my memory on how it went together. Anyway, what's really neat about this is I'm using the Peaceful Garden suite of products. And what I love about this is when you open the card, look at that, the dove pops up. And then on the back of the card, you can write your greeting. Anyway, I'm just so excited about this. I'll be using the Peace on Earth photopolymer stamp set, the Love, Peace, Love, and Joy, and Peace on Earth, and the companion dies, the Peace on Earth dies, and the Designer Series paper. And in that suite of product is also this glimmer paper that comes in this blue, and it comes in a kind of a gray, kind of cloud cover, and it comes in deep sea, or secret sea. The suite also has this lovely ribbon that is silver-edged ribbon, and the color is Misty Moonlight ribbon. And it has some bling. It has blue flowers in 3 different shades. So at any rate, so this is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to start first with the card base. Using the Secret Sea, and it is 11 by 4 1/4, and it is scored at 5 1/2. And this is the card base. And this is the blue glimmer paper, and it is 5 1/4 by 4. We'll add that to the card front. I love the little bit of sparkle that it has. And then I have a sheet of the Designer Series paper, which is 3 3/4 by 5. And I chose the one with the doves on it. I've used this one several times. I'm going to be using this side on the inside. So that goes like that. And then on the back, a sheet of white, basic white cardstock that is 5 1/4 by 4. So you can write a greeting in addition to the greetings that we are going to put on the card. But you can write a special message and sign it back here. Okay, now on the inside, I repeated the layering using the other side, the reverse side of the Designer Series paper. So 5 1/4 by 4. And 3 3/4 by 5. But I am using the other side of that designer series paper. You really get your value with Stampin' Up! Designer series papers because you get 2 sides, and each package you get 2 sheets of the designer series paper. Okay, so now we'll move on over to this side. And we have, this is 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. And I want to put the doves in it this time. I was going to use the same side all the way through, but decided it was a little bit too much. Need to get that a little more centered. Come on. So I originally got these instructions from Levon Schwendeman several years ago, like I say. And have kind of altered them just slightly from what her directions are. But essentially it's the same. Levon is a master at doing fancy folds. Okay, now we are going to be making the mechanism so that it folds and comes up like that. We have a piece that's 2 inches by 5 1/4, and we're going to score it 1/2 inch on each side, each end. And I like using the 1/2 inch that's on this side because it gives me a lot to hang on to. And I'll burnish it well. I'm going to use liquid glue for this to hold it down real good. You could use tear and tape, and that would work as well. But the snail adhesive might come undone. Okay, so this goes so that this edge is 1 3/4 inches in from the edge of the card. And you line it up right with the edge of the card itself. Like that. And eventually we'll use this piece of designer series paper to cover over that. But first we have to work on the mechanism. So we'll set that aside. Now this is a piece that is 9 1/4 by 1 1/2 inches. And it is scored. It's scored at 1/2 inch. Turn it over. So it was scored at 1/2 inch. And then at 5 inches, and then going to move this out. Then at 6 3/4, so it was scored at 6 3/4, then at 7, and at 8 3/4. So that leaves you a half an inch on either end here. Okay, so it's going to be, we're going to be putting it in. So starting with the first half inch, it's a valley fold, and then it's a mountain fold, mountain fold, mountain fold, and mountain fold. We'll slide it in under this area here. Oop, wrong way. And this is going to come up around, and we're going to adhere it down here. So let's do that again with liquid glue. This is the other half inch piece. And I'll try to get it even halfway up and down. So line it up with the edge here of that retaining thing. Like so. And you see how it makes the mountain peak? And this is 1 3/4 inches on either side and 1/4 inch right there. And if you push this way, if you've done it, measured well, see how it just fits out to the end? And we'll add adhesive right here. And close our card up. Let it sit for a minute so it can dry. This is the first time I've used the blue glimmer paper, and it just, or shimmer paper, whatever, and it picks up the blue of the flowers in here so beautifully. Okay, so when you open your card, it works like that. Isn't that cool? Okay, so now we can put this in. I wanted to cover the flap that was there that we glued down. I'll just slide that in. And match up the edges. It's nice. I wish I had put more glue along here. I could still lift this up and do that. Actually, with the glimmer paper, it's better to use the glue, because this snail adhesive does not stick real well. There, this will be better. Okay, so it's time to decorate our card. I have a label that I pre-die cut from the dies for this set. And here is the greeting, peace, love, and joy. I'm going to take a chance and stamp after die cutting. Hopefully I'll get it straight. Let's put it down there. Okay. Yay! One of our friends, one of our online stamping friends, a fellow demonstrator, has been battling cancer for some time, Carol Marble, and we just found out that she has finally been relieved of all her pain as she has passed away. So this card I am dedicating to her memory. And since this is a fairly thick card, I'm just going to use Stampin' Seal to put my label down. Ooh, I thought I had that nice and straight, but I don't know. I hate it when you think you've got it good. Come on, oh. Straighten that a little more. Okay. So I'm going to put a dove there, and I'm going to put this big one here. And I'm going to use dots, glue dots, to put it on. Oh. Might help to have one that's not in a bag. The reason that I originally got this kit, or this suite, was because of these dove dies. I just love them. This was with their, back in July, the demonstrators were able to order this suite and use it with a craft thing at home. Come on, bird. So I'll attach him like that, like he's flying. And for the other one, I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals, the smaller ones. Boy, they really stamped hard on these when they were doing the cutting them. But these mini ones are the perfect size for small details like this. And one from the middle of the body. There, that should keep him pretty well stable. So have you guys got your Thanksgiving plans all made? I direct a bell choir, and we're going to be rehearsing. We're going to be ringing on the 30th, which is the first Sunday of Advent. And they decided they wanted to have rehearsal on Wednesday night, in spite of the fact that it was the night before Thanksgiving. So my husband and I are going to be staying up here in Mount Vernon instead of going down to our daughter's house. Well, we also have 2 puppy dogs that we don't want to take along. So we're going to just be just the 2 of us, and we've done that before, so we're fine with that. Okay, so now the card closes. See how that dove just flattens down like that? And we can put this on the front. Again, I'm going to just use seal because it's a pretty thick card for mailing as it is. So put the seal on there. And I die cut 2 more of the sprigs. And I wanted to have them go like this. But you have to cut one of them because there's only one. And so what you do, if you want it to curve the opposite direction, is you turn it up with the adhesive sheet up, and then cut it out, and that gives you the opposite curve. And I highly recommend that you use adhesive sheet when you're die cutting these small pieces like this, because it makes gluing them down so much easier. Just peel off the paper and press it down. I try to have at least, probably at least a 1/4 sheet, sometimes a 1/2 sheet of my favorite colors with adhesive sheets on them. So they're ready, because so often I die cut something and I go, oh, I wish I'd had the adhesive sheet. Okay, then on the top we're going to put a bow, rather an overhand knot, with this beautiful ribbon. And I found this thing here from my rolls of paper, found the directions for it online. Absolutely, absolutely love it. Because look how you can just pull out what you need. And you don't have it falling all over everywhere. Take out a little more. So just an overhand knot. Like that. Get my retired special sharp scissors for ribbon. Come on. There we go. I'm going to put it on the top here. And it adds just the right amount of sparkle and coordinates very well with the blue. So there you have it. I love this action. And it will display so nicely. I could have put this on here and put the other bird down here. Lots of options. So at any rate, thanks for watching. I will put this video up on my YouTube channel, The Soggy Stamper, this afternoon. If you have any questions, you can email me, sue@soggystamper.com. And I will put up the measurements and the link to the or embed the video on my blog probably tomorrow. SoggyStamper.com is my blog. If you need any of the products that I have used, go to my blog, and in the upper right-hand corner is a button that says Shop 24/7, and it'll take you right to my online store. So thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you again next Friday for another Fabulous Friday Facebook Live at 4 o'clock Pacific time. Bye-bye.